Hey, how you doing? Today, I want to talk about being scared of the popular kids, and that means invariably being scared of being popular. Okay, I've had this fear, this belief regarding popularity that has always attracted me or pushed me away from them and brought me closer to the nerds, the little dudes without any friends. Okay, it all started when I was a little child. I was like, I don't know, five, literally. The fact that I remember this memory means that it was foundational to who I am. The fact that I remember, like, I remember the details, and even of these people in the situation means that this belief has run me for quite a while. And I've seen it being reflected again and again throughout my life. It starts as a 5 year old child when I'm finally coming out of my shell and I'm speaking to this group of popular kids who are walking around, we're laughing, whatever. I was 5 years old, okay, just having fun, little kids. But they had kind of ostracized this other boy from the group. And I was like, why? And they're like, oh, he's weird, no, no. He doesn't, he's not a cool guy. They all laughed, they made jokes about him, they mocked him. And I was curious whether that was true or not. And so I went up to them, to the dude, right, who they were mocking, and I started talking to him. And he was just a quiet guy. Um, Nothing wrong with him. He was happy. He was a child. Okay, actually, he was sad because he was ostracized from everyone else. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna be this dude's friend. Why not? So I was being friends with both groups. Well, just this popular this like group of everyone who comes together, just like fun, making weird jokes, whatever. Um, and then this one dude, and yeah, I was friends with both. It was fun. It was great. I thought that could last until one day, this one girl from the group, the popular group, was like, "You got to make a choice, Adrian. You can't be friends with him and us." And from that point onwards, I made up my mind that I'd be friends with that dude because he gave me connection and he cared about me, he wanted to be around me. Whereas these guys, they ostracize people, they don't care too much about you, and it's not deepening to be around them. I just thought they weren't good people. It made me a bit disgusted, I think, a little mad, and like, hey, to be around them, to speak to them after that point. And so I stuck with that little guy, with that guy that ostracized and that became me and him, and we had fun, and I had to accept his quietness and all that, and I did. I remember after this, uh, I just didn't speak to them anymore. But there was a time when I had to sit with that girl who said, "No, Adrian, whatever, whatever," and she just acted like nothing was changed, right? But inside myself, I could have spoken to her more, but inside myself, I said, "No, stop, don't even engage, like, just don't even care." In my own little child way, of course. But yeah, fast forward throughout my life, I'm doing the same thing. I stick around the quiet people, um, and there's some sort of invisible wall for the people who are actually outgoing and popular, and they can make jokes. They can just be free in themselves around others. There's a wall there. Okay, so whenever someone actually shows insecurity about who they are, that's what attracts me to them. Those are the people I want to be around. I'm around the ostracized, I'm around guys who don't have many friends, and I don't know. It turns you into that person as well. For a very long time, I thought I was introverted. I'm not introverted. I can't stop. I can't continue telling myself that. This whole situation of me trying to break out of my shell and talk to others and become a new person, charismatic, social, funny, it's shown me that I am not truly an introvert. I do have a social battery, but it's a lot bigger and longer, and oftentimes talking to people does bring me energy. It's not forever. Now I'm wondering why I can't speak to this girl I want to speak to. Why I tell myself that this dude isn't worth speaking to and he's like a great guy. I'm still that little kid ostracized from the group, thinking that the group is just not it. I'm still that little kid who doesn't really know much but acts on those beliefs and sticks around the small guys instead of being around the big guys. It's kind of dumb because now I ostracize people from myself who are like fun and popular, which is it's dumb. I've become almost like the fun popular guy, just with the small guys, just with the guys who don't even know how to speak properly to people. I'm their fun popular guy. When I sit around people who can be themselves, I don't know what to do. But that was then. This is now. I'm gonna change that. I'm going to break the glass ceiling of my heart. I'm going to break down the Berlin Wall, bro. It's literally a wall. I could go speak to someone. I've wanted to speak to this person so much, but there's a wall stopping me. There's like an invisible barrier. Whenever I think about doing it, I freeze and I just carry on doing what I was doing. So maybe not everyone is bad just because they're popular. Maybe being popular means connecting people together, and being funny means energizing those around you. And it doesn't mean you ostracize people. It doesn't mean you're a bad person to be a funny, popular dude or woman. You are not a bad person because you make people laugh. Come on. Because you can speak to others without any judgment. You can change if you have spoken about people with judgment. You can be the popular funny guy without having to mock people. There you go. You can be yourself without it meaning you're a bad person. And yes, you will let go of that shy, quiet guy in the corner. It's just the reality. He's not going to be there in your life if you don't actively hold on to him. That's just his nature. He believes his own little thing, belief system. And as much as you want to help him out of it, are you willing to sit in the mud with him for years, waiting for him to get out? I've done that already with one or two people. I don't need to do that again, do I? I'll stay in the mud, hopping from one mud guy to the next. I'm not doing that. I've moved on. It might not even be okay. They might be falling apart eventually. But you gotta let them go. Okay. Step into the light, Mr. Draxel. You're allowed to speak to people. You got this.